She stood frozen, her heartbeat punching the inside of her ribs like it was trying to escape her chest entirely. The sound of Kira's soft giggle carved straight through her, sharp and unforgiving, and it felt too practiced. Maybe she was just a little sister to him. Maybe this was nothing more than a corporate handshake disguised with golden diamonds. She finally blinked, one blink, and the blurry warmth in her eyes turned cold. So this is what it feels like being a placeholder. She stepped back quietly, careful enough not to make a sound, not because she cared about protecting the woman. It was because she couldn't stomach the idea of either of them noticing her pain, not the night, not the way she turned, walked, didn't look back once. Every step away from the door felt like ripping herself from a free version of her life. And the party was still alive, and they had already won some cosmic lottery. Hugh Alex was nowhere to be seen, so that evening felt everything Emma like an overexcited drama. If anyone looked too closely, they would see that she wasn't giving them that satisfaction. Where did you? Why are you eyes? Her voice steady, professional with nothing at all had shattered inside her 10 minutes ago. She even smiled a small, harmless, perfect little light smile, and her mother botched instantly. They always bowed. She walked to a quieter corner, pulling out her phone before she could even second guess herself, and it was mocking her. She typed one short, clean, sharp, and then slipped it into her clutch like it was just another accessory. She could play too, but she was not playing from behind anymore tonight. She wasn't the girl who blushed when she met Anne. She wasn't the intern who swallowed her humiliation. She wasn't the daughter caught in the middle of family politics. Tonight she was the girl who saw the truth, and tomorrow she would decide what to do with it. And it all echoed behind her like a fading memory. Her footsteps were soft against the marble floor as she walked back inside, her expression perfectly composed, even though her chest still felt like it has been scooped hollow. And it all still rang in her ears. And yet the moment he returned, he smiled at her with that gentle curve of his lip, just enough to make a lie look honest. But he was just holding hands in his pocket as if he hadn't shattered her just 5 minutes earlier. But what could they do? You okay? You look a little pale. That face, the calmness. If she didn't know better, she might have thought he cared. She didn't know better. Just tired. It's been a long day. Mine too. Mine too. What did you? The mind flashed back to Kira's hands, but she kept quiet. You will get used to it. That tension. Used to it. Used to him. Used to being truthful. And used to what she saw just tomorrow. I'm sure pretending to because that left a loose strand of hair behind, a familiarity that made her want to step back. But she held her ground, staring quietly like nothing was wrong, and like he wasn't hiding something massive else in a locked room with a back better acted than she had ever imagined. But let's see. The sunlight spilled across her bedroom floor, sharp enough, too bright for how happy she felt inside. Stared at her finger the way it glimmered when she moved. She didn't tell anyone else what she saw, not even herself fully. because saying it out loud would make it real, and she didn't want it to feel real. Surely anything, and he would say something, explain something. He didn't. Instead, it was something that was very usual. The act to pretend still says. Her stomach twisted. Normal, voice, comfortable. She typed nothing back. She was going to beg him to be honest and let him pretend she will watch. And then she will decide what to do and how to get out of this mess. Her face neutral, just thinking about betrayal, but lies disguised as tenderness, about something that she saw behind a closed door. And she was thinking about all of that. He saw unfairly good in a blue shirt, sleeves rolled up, hairstyle just enough to look unstyled, a stupid nuance ago. Towards her with quiet confidence, he stepped aside casually as she had not noticed. He really was an actor. Everyone else remained blissfully clueless. You two look perfect together. If perfect meant two people pretending not to drown, sure, then they look perfect according to their dictionary. They have exclusive one another, sleek, matte black, the kind that scream forward and into black. Air shifted, tall, soft, dressed in a pillow tuck, that's the color of the square that things carried themselves. Quite danger, not loud, not flashy, but the kind that good. Dark eyes, lenses, dark, curious, excessive. His postures different immediately, and it was something new. Are you referring to something specific? Blinked, found no accusation. If there's anything you want to ask, I'll answer. There it was, the opening, the perfect moment to confront. But she didn't, to ask why, pretending nothing happened. To ask what she meant. I have nothing to ask. Do you have something to tell me? Paused. 1 second. 2, 3, no. He said finally. Her stomach twisted painfully. She prepared herself, but the hearing the lie spoken out loud still stung. Good, then let's not create problems when there aren't any. Guilt, confusion, fear. But what was that? Your mother wants to introduce you to someone. Mind if I thought? He stiff and he wasn't expecting him. She's easy, angry. She stepped away without hesitation, extended his arm in an old school gesture of courtesy. Placed her hand light, graceful, expression darkened. It was the first time. Looked like mercy, not from her rejection, but from his own silence. She's protective, pretending to be protective. I figured how they're full of noise. But what kind of noise he meant? He committed, look calm, and he looks like someone juggling secret, and you look like someone waiting to see if it drops them. Whatever truth you're waiting for, I hope he has the courage to say it. She experienced me too. By the end of the afternoon, one thing was clear. She was done chasing answers. She was protecting acceptance. She wasn't going to confront him. She was going to let him see. In the afternoon, the pressure of a silence. He watched. He knew something new. They often realized it. And it was going to change their lives. Beautifully shining, dead silent and ready to crack at any moment, especially because the man who was supposed acting like nothing happened at all. She sure was. The first morning she sat him after the party, she braced herself. She would have expected guilt flickering across his face, or maybe something awkward attempt to explain, or hell, even a simple "can we talk?" But no, he would walk past with the calm of someone who had slept 9 hours. He wasn't hiding anything, like she hadn't seen his hand. Good morning, but internally she wanted to look into the nearest camera, like she was on a reality show, and say, "Are you all seeing this? Am I the only one losing my mind?" He was a better actor than she expected, too good, and that scared her. If it meant she had no clue what he felt anything at all. Worst of all, it meant she couldn't trust him, not yet, so she watched him quietly, carefully, waiting to see if he would tell her the truth on his own. But the gesture felt like pre-programmed reflex rather than affection. His steps was measured, his face was blank, his silence was loud, which would have been easier to swallow if she didn't see his phone light up in his hands. "You didn't call last night. Where are you now?" She didn't react, didn't flinch, didn't ask. Didn't realize she would notice, or maybe he did and just didn't care. Honestly, either option said enough. The city rolled into a rhythm of polite chaos, clinking glasses, meetings, engagement preparations, everyone but the actual couple cared. Morning check-ins with the parents, company updates were on, cold but polite good nights, and somewhere always Kira. He answered her text quickly. He wasn't hiding the connection, not really. He was hiding the depth of it. Or worse, he didn't think it needed to be hidden from his fiance. No guilt, no hesitation, no sense of betrayal. He moved through it like someone who had convinced himself that cheating wasn't cheating as long as he didn't say it. Loud cheating disguised as friendship, and wine washed him. Every every day quietly, analytically, not heartbroken anymore, just calculating, waiting that he will tell her about the relationship, but no, she was wrong about it. She never fell in love with him. She was in love with the image she had created in her mind of him. But in reality, the person doesn't exist. 3 nights later, she left her parents' dining room, excusing herself with a perfectly practiced smile. She wasn't tired. She was avoiding, which ironically made her catch him in the hallway leaning against the wall. Phone pressed to his ears, voice low. She froze mid step. He didn't notice or didn't care to notice. There's nothing to worry about. She blinked. There it was. The truth pressed in 4 careless words. There is nothing to worry about. Your fiance won't hear. And she wasn't shocked this time because she knew. She knew what was wrong. She didn't interrupt him. She just turned around and walked back the way she came. If he could live inside a lie so comfortably, she could do, until she found her exit. Rion caught up with her the next day at her parents' office building. He leaned against the elevator, arm crossed, looking entirely too perceptive for his good. You look thoughtful. I'm always thoughtful, but today, blueprint or what? A way out. If you ever feel like talking, I don't. Didn't think so, still you should know something. They were not a one-time mistake. Her pulse stopped for a beat. He continued, truth hidden for years. Her throat tightened, but what could she do? She was stuck in this reality for a long period of time. Years as in before the engagement, before the families agreed on anything, before he put the ring on a finger. Why are you telling me this? Because you deserve the truth, and because he won't give it to you. So you have to be in it. He didn't look smug or triumph, just honest, painfully honest. She exhaled softly, grounding herself with one thought. This wasn't a love story, it was a negotiation, one she never agreed to. Of course she was. She approached him casually, confidently, pretending not to notice her standing behind him. You didn't call me back last time. You mean about the project? Warned under his breath, but she unknowingly, too confidently pretending not to notice, appeared, then stepping between like he sensed trouble brewing from their rooms away. But as I assume you already know that. Flex, the 4 of them stood there in a perfect powder, cagged with expensive table liners and champagne flutes as witnesses. Smile flattered, eye sharpened. Why? Just the history tend to repeat itself, especially when people leave things unresolved. A cold war between these lines, which or whose chill even she can feel. They all froze. Especially she froze. Prose lifted a fraction there, a crack, a bigger one, something old sat between. Something unfinished, something Rion clearly knew, and whatever it wasn't innocent. The noise inside felt suffocating, and the moment he entered, saw something she wasn't supposed to. Standing a little too close to Rion, onto in hushed tones. Stop digging, it's over years ago. Expressions was pure steel. You don't get to run now, stiff and froze in the doorway. 3 of them tangled in something old and messy, something that had not healed. The way they panicked around, the way carried. There was history, there was betrayal, and was right in the center of it. 3 of them tangled in something old, messy, something that hadn't healed. She didn't sleep that night, not because of someone else, because for the first time she had finally saw the dream boat clearly, and she was done being the quiet little piece that gets moved around by everyone else's hand. She was going to move herself, and she was going to win, even if winning doesn't look like what a family had thought. The elevator door slid open on the 27th floor, and there he stood, leaning against the wall like he had been waiting, probably was, didn't smile this time. Sharp and unreadable, he was trying to solve a puzzle he already knew the ending to. Tone was low, controlled, soft. He saw a lot of things. Answers sat between them like a loaded gun. The elevator dinged again, closed behind her, and that's when he finally said, "Freedom and a way out that doesn't ruin the people I care about. So yes, you want to destroy him," politely. Almost laughed, almost straightened, slipping his hands into his pockets. "I can help you, you know." "Why would you?" "Because the mess you stumbled into, it didn't start with you, it didn't end with Kira. A beat and shit sure hell as wasn't an accident." Her pulse stuttered. "They have a history. That's a whole different chapter. Just slightly nothing. You just deserve someone in your corner, and I happen to be very good at standing in corners no one looks at." Passed her to leave the elevator, but as he moved, he murmured, "Think about it. You want answers?" Didn't reply, didn't said no, and that silence was all the permission he needed. By noon, hummed with quiet tensions as it was a gala fallout, finally cracked. She looked, but not looking up from the laptop. Finger paused about the keyboard, the thought, the apology, the explanation, the truth, but next words nearly made her laugh. Looked up slowly, really slowly. Dangerous how? Because he knows something? Or because he's not afraid of you? He has motives and you don't. I have motives too. Swallow, tell me something. Then a knock on the door, holding a folder, calm as a monk, deadly as a blade, stiffened instantly. Glaze flickered between the two of them. Bad time? No, yes, to separate answers came back. And didn't know how much to rely. Smacked a tiny barely there cough of his lips and stepped inside and handed the folder. "For you, what is this?" Took a step forward. "No, not your conversation." And it ended there, and then turned to her, walked out, didn't open the folder, not yet, she didn't need to. The action told everything she needed to know. Face drained of color, fists were clenched, his breath was shallow. He wasn't scared he would hurt her, he was scared he would expose him. The interns hiding from overtime didn't look surprised. You followed, no fear. She held up the unopened folder. "What's in here?" "Pieces, fragments enough to give you context, not enough to burn the building down. And the rest? Close enough to smell the faint color clean on him. Something clean and expensive. Comes when you decide which side you are on. This isn't a war. It is you're just arrived late, and you, whose side you on?" Held her gaze without flinching. "Yours, simple, unshaken, honest. You are the only one in this mess who didn't lie." The folder in her hand felt heavier. "When you're ready to plan your exit, I'll be there." "Exit from what?" Looked at her like she already knew, from him, from them, from all of it. And for the first time, she didn't feel helpless, didn't feel small, didn't feel like someone's placeholder anymore. Someone was finally willing to stand behind her instead of in front of her. Didn't want to control her, wanted to help, wanted to sudden truth. Long before she realized it was there. Wasn't her savior, wasn't her solution, but was a weapon, a shield, an ally, and she was ready to use him. Because tomorrow she would just watch anymore. After left, the folder slipped, and after seeing it, her world collapsed.